guys, Steph here. Right, so today we've got a pen from a pen haul, I think about 8 months ago. So you people that watch on a regular basis, you would have actually seen this pen here. There you go, as you can see, little bit on the tired side, little bit dirty, needs a little bit of TLC. And after the TLC, here's that pen in question. A lovely, gorgeous pen. Now, before we go into this pen, I may need you people out there to give me a little bit of help, because to be quite honest with you, I don't know too much about this pen. If I first of all go straight to the barrel imprint, and there's a barrel imprint for you, and it reads Littoria, and then to the right there you can see it's got the number 38. So it's a Littoria 38 fountain pen. Now, I've actually looked online, I've actually looked for some information. There's no information available. The only thing that I've actually found is that it's an Italian made fountain pen, and the fact that it's actually an Italian made fountain pen is quite understandable, because this one, although I don't know nothing about it, although I've not actually heard of the pen manufacturer, but what I can tell you, it's a quality made fountain pen. And as you can see now, it's been fully restored. We've put a brand new sack in it. It's in full working order, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous pen. The size of it capped is approximately 120 millimeters capped. Around the sort of the barrel diameter, it's a lovely, just a tad under 12 millimeters in diameter. And as you can see, it comes in this gorgeous, I'd call it a bronze marbling colour. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's bronze. To the bottom you can see it's got this black sort of blind cap here, just slightly peaked. And then if we take it up to the cap there, you can see it's got a nickel cap band, quite a wide cap band, and it's also got a nickel clip, as you can see there. And as I've just mentioned, we've got this little sort of, well, cap stud to the top of the cap there, and that sort of matches, as we've just said, the bottom of the blind cap there. So again, Littoria number 38. Who made it? Who are they? So again, you people out there, please give us a comment. Anybody that knows a bit about this pen, please leave a comment, and it'll be able to help all of us. As I said, it's a button filler pen. You can see there, it's got this button to the bottom of the barrel there, and let's just put the blind cap back on. But the thing is, as I say, and I'm repeating myself, a gorgeous quality made fountain pen, as good as any of the major manufacturers of that particular period. Now the period, again, I'm not 100% sure, but I would have thought around about maybe the 1940s, maybe a little bit earlier, I don't know, but I'm going to quote it as being around about the 1940s. Let's unscrew the cap for you there, show you the pen in numerous different angles. As I said, it's had the sort of TLC, it's been fully restored, it's looking absolutely gorgeous. Let's take it up towards the section, and the first thing that you'll notice, nice and simple, you can see it's got this ink window just to the bottom of the section there, and it's lovely and clean, as it should be. You can see the section tapers out slightly towards this ridge towards the nib, and then it's got quite a large and actually an unusual, I've seen a lot of warranted nibs, but this one's just slightly different. It's got the word warranted to the top there. It's got a diamond with the 14 carat inside the diamond, and then just to the bottom it has a number 14, and as you can see it's quite a largish nib. There's a sideways view, and another surprising thing, if we turn it over, there's the feed underneath. And the interesting thing, hopefully you can see with regards to this feed, is it's very similar to the early do-fold feeds. It's actually what we term as a Christmas tree feed. So very interesting. If it's an Italian pen, they've obviously sort of, I don't know, maybe borrowed the idea or pinched the idea of this Christmas tree feed from the early Parkers, who knows, but very interesting indeed. Even with my large hands, nice and comfortable to hold. Some people will say, well yeah, well how do we fill it? Well, as with all button fillers, what we'd do, we'd take the blind cap off, we'd dip the nib and a little bit of the section into the ink, and we'd press down numerous times on the button to fill the pen. Okay, but the nice thing, the interesting, as you can see, the ink window being nice and clear, so you know when you actually fill the pen and you're using the pen, it'd give you an indication when the ink is running low. Now because I've cleaned everything, because I've put a new sack in it, what we're going to do is try and find a nice new home for this pen. So I'm not going to fill the pen. I'd like to leave that pleasure to the new owner, but it'd be interesting to see how the pen writes. So what we'll do, let's bring on our little pad, let's dip it into the ink, which I've got to the side here, and let's just see how it writes. So what we've got is a Littoria, and then it's got the number 38. Now I've not started writing, but as we said, it's made in Italy, I believe, and I'm dating it, as we've said, 1940s. Now as I'm writing, I can actually feel it. Does it have any flex? And the answer is, well, yes it does. I'm putting very light pressure on, but even with my light pressure, look at that, we're getting quite a variation in line. So let's just dip it again. So if we do the figure of eights, in fact it's a very soft nib, and although I don't, you know, I'm quite heavy-handed with my large hands, I don't want to put too much pressure on, but you can see there. Okay, so we've run out of ink, but you can see it's a flexible nib. So there's a little writing sample for you. You can see we're getting quite a bit of writing variation. On the downward stroke we're getting a broad line, the cross stroke we're getting a fine line. So yeah, quite unusual, and again, you know, I don't want to push it too hard, but it felt to be quite a soft nib. So yeah, I'd expect somebody with a well, I don't think it's sort of recommended for people like myself who's quite heavy-handed. But I know there's people out there that know how to write with these flexible nibs, and I'm sure this one would be nice, and well, I'm sure somebody would be very happy using this particular nib. So let's try and find it a new home. And don't forget, people, let's help everybody. Let's try and find out a little bit more information with regards to the make of this particular pen, the Littoria 38. As I said, I believe was made in Italy, and as I said earlier, I'm dating it around about the 1940s. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at this interesting pen as much as I like showing them to you people. Don't forget, leave a comment below, don't be shy, help us all out, give us a little bit of information on, you know, who made this pen, what year it was made, maybe, well, as the more information the better. We all learn something new every day. Don't forget, press the thumbs up, subscribe to the video, but for now I'm just going to say Slavo Ukraini from me in this gorgeous pen. I'm going to say bye bye for now.